Don't
Welcome
get
back.
anxiety about it. It's fine, man. I promise.
Well, now he's giving me anxiety because you did that.
That was such good timing. Holy shit.
Welcome back to another week of Hockey Ultimate Talk. I'm doing the intro today. I mean, you don't ever see that happen. I'm Henreek, and my other host is Thrash. Thrash, how you doing today?
I'm good, man. We've had a very smooth start to the stream and to the podcast, so I'm pretty excited to keep it going.
Yeah, so basically, we're having some technical difficulties. Essentially,
And we can hold on. Who's having technical difficulties?
I'm having some technical difficulties today, and yeah, basically, you know, my OBS settings were not saved because, I'm going to blame Maya on this one, actually. She, every time I leave, she always deletes all the things I download for OBS, so I think she kind of messes the settings up by doing that, so, unfortunately, that's kind of on her. But otherwise, I was having issues figuring out how to put the chat on the screen, which I don't know how it looks. I guess it's okay at this point. I don't know. And then we were trying to record originally, and then I realized that Thrash's audio was not being recorded either. So we're definitely off to a rough start, but you know what? We're here now, and we're here to talk about our favorite game, NHL 25.
Which is currently not working.
Yeah, it's not. And Maya just texted me saying, yeah, because you saved 200 note files in my download folder.
Maya, I want you to know that I do not blame you for any of this. This is fully on your fiance. Now, when it comes to Hockey Ultimate Team, the Cornerstones event week 2 has officially begun, and we are not hyped for it. We do have some of the stuff that we're going to be talking about here today as well. Lack of content on Fridays is something that Reek wants to talk about in general. We have the NHL playoff race that we're going to be talking about with the Detroit Red Wings somehow still not eliminated, though they should have been about 8 days ago. And finally, is Team of the Season going to be starting on Friday? Let's talk about that as well. First off, Reek, Cornerstone. Oh, my game just crashed.
Yeah,
like NHL just kicked me out of the game.
It's literally dying. It's dying. Like, it's actually dying. Like mid podcast. Think about it. Like, you can't make up the timing up. You really can't.
That's incredible. All right. Hi, Cornerstones.
Yeah.
We already talked about week 1. We talked about how it wasn't going to be able to live up to the hype of Warp Speed. Warp Speed was just so good. And week 2 kind of confirms that.
Yeah, it was a very underwhelming event. I mean, it's just... And I don't love the events where it's just essentially all alumni. I don't. I really, really don't. Like, I mean, all the MSPs were just old players, which, I mean, I get it, obviously. Cornerstones, but like Cornerstones can be like modern day players too. You know what I mean? Like current players for teams, right? Like you're telling me Cornerstone like Ovechkin couldn't have happened? It definitely could have.
This event was literally just gallery of greats too.
Yep, absolutely. And it's so funny because the free AP, it's like the same thing.
Yep. So we got 2 gallery of greats events with different names in NHL 25, and that's pretty disappointing if I'm being honest. It is what it is. Obviously we don't make the events, but it didn't matter what event came right now. It probably would have been disappointing considering how good Warp Speed was.
I mean, you're not going to beat an event with 10 cards having 99 speed. Like, you're just not. Like, all those cards are going to be on people's teams. Like, if they made 3 cards, they're going to be on their team the rest of the year, even if they're 4th line, right? Third repair. Like, until all these cards on everyone's team are 99 speed, those cards are easily going to have a spot.
Yep. And with Team of the Season potentially starting on Friday, this is just kind of a throwaway event.
It is. It's an event where as soon as it came out on Friday and I saw the cards and like the way it was going to work, I was like, all right, yeah. I mean, I can just save all my cards for the next event, which is hopefully going to be Team of the Season, right? I mean, I just don't see the reason to make these cards.
Unless it was, and we did talk about this before we found out that you weren't recording my voice, but that Shea Weber set on Friday that happened to give out the 93 instead of the 92. Shout out to that error there. That was
I mean that's a rare bug that actually helps the player base, right? I don't think anyone's gonna complain about
everyone in your chat saying they can't get an NHL and everything. Yeah, it's down, guys.
Yeah,
and
currently
the only dev that's actually willing to speak to us is also having trouble. So until they get it figured out, we're just
Wait, what dev?
Oh, I don't know if I can say their name. But
in the chat, though?
Yeah, in the chat, yeah.
I didn't look, yeah.
But they're also having issues, and they're looking into it. I can confirm that.
Must be I wonder if it's other EA games. I don't know, right? I mean, who knows, right? Maybe it's
I have no clue. I don't play other EA games, but
Yeah, I mean,
what other games do they even make, man? Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, seriously. But yeah, this event, it's just a throwaway. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not really going to lose sleep over it. It's going to be forgettable. Like you said, it's like kind of gallery of greats, so I'm not really thinking too hard about it.
Yep. And for those wondering, we did talk about this as well, but I want to bring it up. The 4x79 plus packs, the 5 collectible packs. I personally think that they've been nerfed into the ground. This started on Friday. I think that they have been nerfed. However, you can still get really good stuff in them. I opened the 34 between Friday and Sunday across multiple accounts. I got 290 or better. That is terrible, like compared to what we were getting before. That's
for
really
sure.
bad.
It was like almost
But
like every
general,
like 5
those are still
packs.
pretty good.
You were getting very good packs.
Exactly, but in general, it's still pretty good. I mean, for 5 collectibles, a chance at a
I mean, you can open it every day.
Still pretty good. It's
right?
just not as good as they used to be.
Definitely, I agree with that. Which, I mean, I don't know. It had to have been obviously a glitch, right? Like they weren't supposed to be that
It
good.
wasn't. There's no way that they meant for the 4x79 plus packs to give.
You know what I think? Thrash? Especially, I feel like the cards that didn't have like the animation, like you know what I mean, like the no animation. I almost feel like those cards, because I think those cards are like the most common to pull, right?
I pulled the Martian and the Rantanen and everything like 4 times each.
Right, and they had no animation, right?
None, yeah.
So my thinking is, what if those like were considered like non-gold or something? You know,
like I wouldn't be surprised,
right?
Yeah, like there was an issue with that. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, like where like they just like obviously like the odds were like higher for them because they weren't considered like gold cards, right, or something.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. That would make a lot of sense. Yes.
So I mean, maybe, right? And someone said in the chat.
I mean, we'll never actually know, but
yeah, someone said they bought the 750K pack and had 490 pluses. What are your thoughts on that pack? We should talk about that too, honestly. That came out on Friday.
I don't think I've even looked at it.
You haven't. The Ultimate Team Boost Pack. You can open one.
Well, if I could get into HUT, I would look at it right now. But
well, basically, it's 750,000 coins, Thrash, 10,000 NHL points, and it's all players with a guaranteed 90+ overall player.
That's a good pack.
You think it's worth it?
Worth the value. Definitely worth the value.
The odds are 90+, obviously 100%, 91+, 92%, and 92+, 68%.
Oh yeah, you are getting something for your HUT team probably if you open that pack for 700.
It's tradable, but like I mean, like realistically,
if it's tradable, you're golden, man. You're getting like 100K back for spending 750K.
Yeah, we could talk about that too. The market as well. But
yeah, I mean that is a big problem. If you guys didn't know, the market has suffered a major crash with this event. With nobody needing to make any of the MSPs, cards no longer have value. You are legitimately able to buy. What was I sent you screenshots. 90s for like 40K.
Yeah, no, I was seeing that actually today. Even like they were like 40, 45K, which is insane because I think those are going to be used for team of the season is 90, right? So.
Yep, it's definitely possible. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. I assume it's just because the event's bad and nobody wants the MSPs and everyone's waiting for TOTS.
I would say that's highly likely, yeah. But I mean, you would think though that people would be thinking that way, like, oh well, 90s. I mean, I could buy them and then save them for team of the season, right? Which is the next event. We think, right? So
maybe, yeah. I don't know. The game broken? Yes, the game is broken.
Yeah, currently there is issues. So do you think it's gonna be team of the season on Friday? I mean, I think it has to be, right?
It only makes sense for it to be team of the season on Friday, considering playoffs start 2 weeks after that.
Right, like there's just simply no way. So I mean, and I couldn't imagine them running like team of the season and the playoff event at the same time. They haven't done that this year, really.
Maybe
2 events.
Maybe they just want to run like extreme amount of content all at once because they didn't do it the rest of the year.
I'm gonna say it again, Thrash. It's just gonna happen. Guarantee you, game gets put on EA Play, content becomes unreal. Guarantee it.
Well, we got April 10th. The game will be on EA Play, so anyone who is not already playing NHL will be able to play it for. Was it like $2.99 a month, or if you have Ultimate Game Pass, you get it for free?
It's pretty cheap. Yeah, I don't know the exact amount. My game just crashed as well, so there you go.
I can't even. Yeah, I can't load. NHL is struggling.
Nice. You gotta love it. Well, at least we're doing the podcast. I don't have to play the game at least. But yeah,
True, I mean, I have nothing to play anyways.
Yeah, I mean, squad battles. I'm sure you're done with your stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm done my squad battles. I got my 10 wins and champs for that T.H. Thompson.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good card.
Yeah, I decided to get it after having the quick sell Nathan McKinnon.
Yeah, I think you needed a replacement, right?
Yeah, I needed a player for the team, so.
So, team of the season, do you think, so say it comes out week 1, what do you expect it to kind of be? Like, do you think it'll be like a North America cards, or it'll be, first team?
I really don't know what to expect. Like, I'm still waiting for an MBN card. Like, he's been playing in Sweden all year, and he hasn't gotten a card. So.
Right. So, I mean...
I don't know what to expect. I would assume Axel Sandy and Pelika gets a card, considering he broke the record for.
I mean, he's had an
or
outstanding
defenseman,
season.
whatever the fuck he did. He broke the record in
Yeah,
Sweden.
yeah.
You would think he's getting a team of the season card. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, for sure. You would absolutely hope, right? I mean, he's had a great season. So,
Marco Kasper has led all rookies in goals since January 1st. We can potentially see something for him if they do Young Guns. Lucas Raymond, 23 and under. I think he's leading points.
Yep.
So like we could see him. Like we could see we could see some Red Wings this year, which is exciting. We don't get that a lot.
Yep. I think.
Other than that, I mean, is it going to be North America and then Europe? Is it going to be young and old? Like I don't know. But last year, and we already did some research on this, it was at least 3 weeks long for Team of the Season.
Because you know what I
if
think
they
it was?
Run it, what's up?
I think it was week 1 was like the first team, right? Team of the Season cards, and then the second week was like second week, right? All Star, whatever, not All Stars, but you know what I mean. Second team of the Seasons, and then the third week I think it was like the rookies, right? I think the third week.
Well, the third week I had Roman Yossi in the thumbnail, so I don't know about.
Oh, then I have no clue. Maybe rookies was week 1. I don't know. I have no clue.
That's the thing. I don't remember.
Or week 2 was.
But if there's only 2 weeks, because like in 2 weeks the playoff event would start, you would think.
Yeah. Which that's probably
they got to cram a lot of cards in there if they're gonna get it done. So
yeah.
There was voting. Oh, was there voting?
Was there? I feel like I don't remember that.
I don't remember. I really don't. That's how the events last year just weren't great.
So yeah.
I don't remember. I'm sorry to say, I don't remember. Either way, we are expecting Team of the Season this Friday, which honestly we should be getting a new XP path this week instead of next week, but you know.
Yeah, I don't really see why they wouldn't like kind of line it up, right?
I think it was supposed to be lined up. We've talked about this in the past, but I think that there was something that went wrong. Because you got to think, we had the delay, right? They delayed the week. If it wasn't for the delay on the XP path by a week, we would be lined up.
You think it would have been this Thursday instead?
Yeah, it would have been Thursday. Team of the Season starts Friday.
Yeah, and that sucks because I mean it would be a lot more exciting if like you had the new XP path and then Team of the Season the next day. That'd be sick.
Dude, new XP path, you have a chance to earn a bunch of rewards right before you get into Team of the Season. You can start earning those cards. As it is, like Team of the Season week 1 is going to be really hard for anyone to get because everyone's already done the XP path.
Right. So I mean, yeah, the only way you're going to get stuff is through like squad battles and stuff, and
if you get lucky with comp rewards and stuff, Which is
exactly not. You're not going to probably get much.
No, that's the problem. So, I think that they had it planned out. It just didn't work out, and now we are struggling to. I think we'll get something this week, though. I think we're going to get some objectives or something to earn packs.
To help, right?
I really do. Yeah, I think they have to.
Yeah, you can't like leave us empty-handed, right? Because again, most people don't
just they could just take my suggestion of adding 5 new bonus tiers every week.
Like I don't see why they don't do that. It's again, it's possible they can do it, and it's not making it harder for people where like, oh, you know, I can't keep up. It's just bonus tiers.
Yep. 5 new bonus tiers a week when you release the new XP objectives, and there's a reason to play every week.
Yep. Because again,
team builders should be before Team of the Season. I doubt that.
No, I highly
Team
doubt
of the Season is in 3 days. They're not doing team builders too.
Unless you're desperate, but I don't think so.
I mean, maybe they do it tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't see.
We are a few days from Team of the Season, so.
I mean, X Factors. I don't know if they're coming out again this year. Like actually.
I don't think they're doing more X Factors now. No.
I agree. Oh well, obviously that's also true. No sleeves as well.
I mean, yeah. So what Sleeve said, in case you guys are listening and not watching, Sleeve said there shouldn't be a limit on tiers at all. Bonus packs should be repeatable. Absolutely, we have said that in the past, but the problem being they're not doing that. So we know that they have the ability to at least add tiers. So do that.
Yeah, I mean it's an next best thing, right? Right, exactly. Like it's literally the bare minimum if they're not going to be able to make it repeatable, which it seems like it's probably a technical issue, right? I'm assuming if they aren't doing that, unless they just don't want people to keep earning cards. I don't know, but.
I mean,
yeah, it wouldn't be shocking, unfortunately, right? MLB does do that. I do know that, but
MLB does like repeatable tiers.
At the end, yeah, if you finish the XP path, you can keep repeating it and getting rewards.
Yeah, so you would think it should be like that then.
Yeah, I mean that would be logical, right? I think. Yeah, I mean, Team of the Season. I mean, I'm excited for it. I mean, it's probably like, would you consider it the last like big event of the year? I guess probably, right?
I mean, it depends on what you count as a big event now, because like people are going to be looking at Team of the Season like Team of the Year, where it fell flat and everyone hated it.
True.
So, like, how many people are actually going to be excited for Team of the Season, considering 25, and we talked about this before, but Team of the Year last year, only 25% of the cards hit 99, and Team of the Season, only 50% of the cards hit 99.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, that is actually really crazy. I remember specifically the Heiskanen card, like, just basically never got upgrades. Like, and he didn't even hit 99 in the end. He didn't.
Sub-Zero says, purposely de-ranking yourself to cause issues in somebody else's division is an issue I've noticed in the last couple of divisions. Yeah, I mean, that's something we've talked about in the past too, but a lot of people are doing that. If you guys missed yesterday's episode of Glide into Glory, it took me 28 minutes to find a single game in Division 2.
That's really bad. That's really, really bad.
People are just dropping divs, man. It's
That's
simple.
what it
Like, if you're in the
is.
higher divisions, it's just impossible to find the game. So people are dropping divs.
I noticed that, yeah. I mean, and that's probably why I match the same players pretty much every single day.
Yep. Like, I match legitimately people who will get top 100.
Yep.
And I'll be at, like, the very bottom of D2. And I was like, there's no reason for you to be here. There's no reason for you to be in D3, but...
No, exactly. I
But,
don't
like,
get the point
that's
of
just
D-ranking. I just easier matchups, I guess, right? For the objective.
Well, yeah,
right?
the thing is, the only thing that matters in Hockey Ultimate Team for Rivals right now is getting wins. That is it. That's the only thing that matters, right? And those wins are the only way that you're getting any sort of, like, rewards, like the Comp Elite, Comp Mega Packs, right? You get the coins, whatever. So people are going, why would I be in Division 1 and struggle and maybe win 50% of my games where I have to play 60 when I could drop into Division 3 and win 100% of my games and play 30?
Yeah, no, most certainly. I mean, it definitely makes sense. I mean, it does suck, though, for the players, obviously, in the lower divisions where, like, they're going to be playing against people that are just D-ranking, like he said, right, in the chat.
Yep.
That is unfortunate, and, like, how do you fix that, right? I guess I kind of have an idea of how you could fix it, right? I mean, if you made, like, the weekly objectives centered around your division.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like what we had last year.
Well, yeah, Rivals Rewards. It's literally the same
5
shit.
years before that.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Where, like, if you're in Division 1, you get the best rewards
Yeah.
for, you know, competing
Exactly.
highest, you know what I mean?
Because, again, besides XP multiplier, I mean, being in Division 2...
Which is actually a deterrent, by the way. Can I throw that in there? The XP multiplier. Because people are getting the XP path done so quickly, then there's nothing for them to play for.
Exactly. Like,
so.
You can legitimately... Yeah, no, the game's just not working. It keeps crashing. But, yeah, I mean, you could legitimately finish the XP path. If you're in D even 2, you could finish it within a week. And you don't even have to play, like, an absurd amount. And you don't even have to play an absurd amount. You really don't.
You play your champs games. Put it this way: if you're in Division 1 or Division 2, even say Division 2, if you do your entire champs run and then you finish off the competitive objectives, you're pretty much done the XP path.
Like, you're at least on tier like 30, like, at least.
Yeah, seriously, that quickly.
And that's, like, not even including, like, the weekly objectives, right? Like, it's crazy.
It's very quick. It's very quick, which, like, is a good thing. But if there's no repeatable tiers or whatever, then this is the issue that you're running into.
Yeah, because, again, for me, I mean, I've been done with the XP path for probably 2 weeks at least now. Probably more, honestly. And it's just like, I'm just playing for Rivals wins, right? Which, now, if I feel like if I go down a goal or two, I'm just quitting. Why would I stay in games?
If I go down by a goal, I just leave.
There's no point.
It doesn't affect me. There's no reason, zero reason to be competitive this year if you are playing for rewards.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm not, like, losing out on XP.
Especially in champs, if, like, you don't care about the card. Like,
oh yeah, champs, absolutely. If XP is not a factor for you anymore, there's zero reason to stay in games.
Yep.
Because at least
last people delete their teams and start a new team in a low division with good cards. I mean, you can technically do that, but the problem is the objectives and everything don't reset when you delete your teams. So
yeah,
it will be actually hard for you to get those good cards immediately. That being said, at the end of the season, was it season 3 path? The season 3 path, at the very end of season 3 path, I started a new team and had an entire team of 86 to 92 overalls in 90 minutes.
Crazy.
If I were to do that, which I'm going to do next week for the end of season 4, I guarantee you it'll be 87s, 88s, 92s, nothing below 87, most likely.
Yeah.
In 90 minutes. So it is extremely easy to get a pretty good team quickly. And the problem being, if you are one of those players who are very good at the game, you quit out your first 5 games, right? Your first 5 games, your ranking games, right? Play for those 90 minutes, get a semi-decent team. Then you're getting all the best rewards very quickly because you're making people quit because you're dominating, and you're going to get that really good team very quickly by getting those rewards. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's very worth like grinding at this point in the game. I hate to say it.
I mean, the game is never worth grinding, in my opinion, because there's no reason to. Like, grinding will only get you so far, and that's kind of intentional.
But I don't think it should be intentional.
See, here's the thing. I agree with you. I don't like the fact that there's like a limit on what you can do every week.
Yeah.
The amount that you can earn every week or whatever. I don't like that there's a limit.
Yep.
But with the way that the XP path and the rewards and everything are set up, put it this way. Let's say the XP path at season 4 right now, just hypothetical, season path worked the exact same way it did, but all the tiers were repeatable over and over and over, a million times over, and you're in Division 1. You're saving up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of collectibles, and Team of the Season is dropping on Friday.
I know,
right?
That's amazing.
It would be amazing for the players in Division 1 and Division 2. And the players that are in Division 6 are watching these guys make millions upon millions of coins while they are getting nothing. So I think that's what they were trying to deter.
I get that. I mean, I get that logic for sure. But it's like, I mean, it's tough though. You can't cater to one too much, right? I guess is the issue, right? Like you can't cater too much to like the lower divisions and then,
Yeah, there's going to be high divisions. There has to be balance. Yeah.
But I think generally it's more catered to the casual players this year. Would you say?
Oh, it absolutely is. Again, if you're able to build an entire competitive team in 90 minutes, it is built for the casual.
Which I don't have a problem with that. But...
No. It's a good thing. Because at any time you can pick up the game, play for a few hours, and be able to match up with anyone in your division and have a similar experience.
Yeah, I mean, but what I don't understand is like HUT champs, for example, right? Like that mode.
That is my issue as well.
Yeah, like everything else, the way it is can be fine if HUT champs is truly the most competitive mode in HUT, right?
There's no reason to be competitive in champs, and this is something I've talked about a ton. And like, the only people that care about their champs records are the ones that are getting 19-0 or 19-1,
and that's literally 200 people a week.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. So like it's
like how many people went 20-0 this week on Xbox?
Yeah, I can't look because the menus don't work, but
it's working on PlayStation for me right now. So
I can't look. Yeah, it's still loading and all that.
But okay, so on PlayStation this week, let's see, top 100 on PlayStation this week, a grand total of 0 people went 20-0.
Yeah, I'm assuming maybe one person went on Xbox. It probably wouldn't be much more than that.
Oh, my game crashed.
See, yeah, so enjoy while it lasts, clearly, right?
7 people went 19-1, I believe I counted.
Right. So, I mean, HUD is broken currently right now.
So the thing being, you went 19-1, congratulations. Your reward is the same reward that somebody got 15-5.
Yep. Legit.
That's it. Like, it's just... Where's the...
You're getting an extra pack, which is like 279 pluses. Like, come on. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, this is... Well, I will say the comp mini packs have given the purple every time I've opened them before.
Okay. So there you go.
Keep going with those comp minis or whatever, the mini packs.
Yeah.
Keep going with those, because you get a purple every time.
Yeah, so I mean...
That's a guaranteed 5K.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not like they're good purples, right?
Oh, man, I talked about this on stream yesterday, but I had somebody... just livid with me that I was not excited that I pulled an 85 in a pack.
There's no way. Man. There's no way someone's actually getting mad about that.
You should be excited. You are so greedy. I wish I was able to get a purple in my pack, but I never do. I'm opening packs with guaranteed purples in them, by the way.
Yeah.
The packs I'm opening guarantee me this 85. I got the worst possible outcome in these packs. What?
Yeah, I mean...
Why am I excited?
I mean, that just makes no sense. So, yeah, I mean, it sucks because, honestly, for me, the only purples I get excited for are obviously whatever, like, the current overall trade-in sets are for the event, right? I mean...
Yeah, it's got... Exactly. So, right now, you need, what, 89s?
Yep. So, anything 89 or above
89 plus, and you're happy about that.
Yep. 88 means nothing.
You get an 88 that's worth 10K, and you're like, hooray?
You can't do anything. I guess if it's an 88 team of the week, I guess that's pretty good, I guess, right? I mean, but...
Cool, hell yeah. I put a little slapshot animation when I get a purple, right? In my pack openings.
Yeah.
I really like that. I got rid of that for the 85s and 86s because they're just so common.
I mean, yeah.
Every pack's going to have one of them.
Yeah, we're slapping the whole video.
Exactly. So now it's 87 plus I do it for, and I'm thinking about bumping that up to 88, and I'll keep doing that throughout the year.
Fully EA did that for their animations, right? Like they had special effects the higher, the overall, the later the year went, right? That'd be kind of cool.
What's up, sorry? Oh, like the animation?
Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like I'm saying how you change like the the thing you do for your videos. Imagine like obviously overalls went up higher. There's different animations or special effects, right?
Well, we got the black disappearing glow for
I like
the 90
that.
pluses right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, I do like that.
It's
Obviously,
something different, even though I don't think it's intentional.
it's certainly
you know?
not intentional, yeah, because it's not like a real animation, right? It's just nothing.
Yeah.
Right, so
The dot just disappears completely in the top
it
left.
does,
You're
right?
like, oh, I only
Yeah,
get 5 cards in the pack. Like,
that's
what?
pretty funny. Thrash, I disagree with that. I feel like the overall enjoyment is somehow lost. Not sure what he means.
I want to apologize. I'm not quite sure where we're at.
Yeah, I don't know what he means exactly. To be honest, I'm not sure what he's referring to.
Yeah, I'm just not sure what that was in reference to. I'm sorry. Whether it was packs or me being excited about a certain thing or whatever.
Yeah. But I mean,
not totally sure, but
yeah, I can look
when
at
it comes to
actually.
team of the season, Reek, if we're doing team of the season this week, are you thinking like? So I think it's going to be done like the fantasy sets. Do you think it's going to be different?
It's gonna be like team of the year.
So basically the same thing, though.
Yeah, but like fantasy's a little bit different though. You need like collectibles. In team of the year, you don't.
So
need
my thought
collectibles.
process. So what I'm thinking is that they're going to make it so that way every overall has some sort of value in sets. That's all.
But they did that with team of the
There's too many cards in the game right now that you do nothing with. Like 83s. What the fuck do you do 83s? You know what I mean?
83 cards in general, right? You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's actually 0.
So I think like if they do something where it's like at the beginning of the year where it was like 79 pluses, 80 pluses, 81 pluses,
Yeah.
et cetera, or whatever. I think that's a lot better for team of the season because everyone's going to have all these cards saved up and nothing to use them for.
No, I agree. I mean, like you said, I mean, my collection, I have all these cards saved up, and I mean, most of them have no use, and that's.
I mean, you can trade in what 82 is it 82 plus for X Factors for the season series 2?
Right, yeah, I guess you could use those on that, but like, what are 85s?
Like, if you're not interested in specifically X Factors.
I guess 85s have value because I guess that's a current trade in set, right? Or 84s, for example. What are you trading 84s in for? You know what I mean?
That's my point, though. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I think it will be a trade in, whether it's collectibles or not. I think it'll be more like trade in 83s and 84s or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it was for Team of the Year, like something like that. But I think that there will be sets. It's not going to be like it is now. That's all.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, the sets are going to be definitely different. I mean, and here's the thing. No one really knows what they're going to do, right? Because, I mean, a lot of things have been different. A lot of the way the events have been this year compared to last year have been drastically different. So no one really knows what the sets are going to look like. I mean, because maybe they'll be completely different than the, fantasy and Team of the Year sets from this year, right?
I mean, yeah, anything's possible. They could just completely change it up. I doubt it. I mean,
yeah.
I don't put much faith in what's getting changed, but we'll see.
What are your thoughts on? We didn't talk about this yet. The new game breakers that are 95 overall. What are your thoughts on that? That is shocking
came out
to
of
me.
nowhere,
right? Like it's funny. We have MSPs that are 93 cap, and then we all of a sudden have 95s out. It's really weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't end up getting one. I didn't end up getting the can I wanted either. Unfortunately, it happens, But the ability to get like 100 of those cards for free was pretty cool.
100? What do you mean 100?
From the mini, so there's 3 sets of objectives.
You get 100 cards? What do you mean?
It was something like that. I was over exaggerating the amount, but I think you got ended like 40 or 50.
Yeah.
In total.
I saw some people get like some crazy things out of those packs too.
Yeah, like in the mini ones, I saw somebody get a 93 cane.
Can you get the 95s in those? You can, right?
Yes. Yep. Those are the only way to get the 95s.
Yeah, because you can. They're not in regular packs, right?
Correct. Yeah, the 95s are not in regular packs. They're only
but the other cards are, right? Like the 93s and stuff, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I saw someone get a cane in the 79 plus pack.
Yep. So only the 95s were exclusive to the Game Breaker sets and packs.
Yeah. I mean, what are your thoughts on that though? Like we're just jumping to 95 out of nowhere. Like, is that like not crazy or what? Like those cards are like end game.
Yeah, no, it came out of nowhere, and here's the thing. I don't have any inside information to share, which is unfortunate because I wish I did. Yeah. But it does almost feel like that was someone else coming in and trying something different.
You think?
The Game Breakers in general, they didn't do that the entire year. These mini packs and whatever, they didn't do any of that the entire year. True. And suddenly, Game Breakers are like the biggest thing released for a week. You know what I mean?
No, that's true. I mean, that is true because it felt like for a while they were kind of like the forgotten about cards, really, Game Breakers, right? And like,
I'm fairly certain. Yeah, you could earn about 50 cards in total, somewhere around there. It was like between 40 and 50.
That's pretty wild.
When
actually.
At any point have they made that a thing?
Yeah, no, not this year. That's for sure.
Right, where you can just earn 50 cards from a specific release.
Yeah.
It was very random, came out of nowhere. I think it was well received. I think people liked something to do and something to work towards. Whether you got lucky in those packs or not is a different thing, but
Oh no, I mean I'm not complaining about the objectives or anything. I mean I think it's a great thing, and I'm glad they kept adding more objectives. Right, like 3 sets
yeah,
of
exactly.
objectives for it. Like that's great. I mean I'm never gonna complain about adding stuff to the game for people to play. I'm never gonna complain about that. And I just feel
I
like
think I don't know. It doesn't feel like something that they've done before. That's all. It doesn't feel like the people who were
it was an experiment.
doing
You'd say
things. You know
for
what I mean?
sure.
What's up?
It was an experiment. You'd say right for sure.
Yeah, it feels different. That's all. It feels like someone was trying something that maybe they saw or thought of. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like the current team that had done the previous stuff came up with that.
Yeah. You think we get something like that again?
And if they
this
did,
week?
hey, if they did, kudos because it was good. Like
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
that's just how it feels.
You think we got another like type of thing like that this week or no?
I don't think so.
No way, right? Like,
No, I think we're gonna go back to getting an 88 overall John Tavares Leafs card, untradeable, for scoring 40 goals with Leafs players, getting 25 assists, 35 hits.
Can we stop with the objectives being 88 overalls in April? Like I don't know what we're doing.
But you
here.
can't even use them for an MSP this week. Like
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like they have to at least be like 89s, right? Like, are we kidding? Like they're not usable, and you can't use them in a set basically for like any sort of like
that's the issue,
real
yeah.
value, right?
And like, and the thought process could be, oh, it could help out a new player, but like you can buy an 88 for 10K.
yeah, that's the thing. Like it doesn't take much to get 88s at this point, right? Like it just
Right,
doesn't.
so.
I've been
And
thinking
then,
about.
Hollows need. What's up?
I was gonna say, I've been thinking about it too recently. What do you think about all the cards being in packs all year? Because I've gone back and forth on it. Where like sometimes I like it, and sometimes I'm like, eh. The only thing I say that I do like about that is the fact that like for like theme teams, it's a good thing because like if I wanna find like a Devils card in like June, I should be able to find them still in the auction house, right? Because like it'll still be.
I certainly see both sides of it. I certainly see both sides of it.
It's a tough thing because the only thing that really does suck though is obviously the fact that well, a new event comes out, but are you really gonna pull those new cards?
Yeah, it feels like it's a lot harder to get any of the new stuff that comes out because they're always pulling stuff from previous events.
Yeah, that's the only downside. Look, do you think there's like any sort of like way they could like change that in some sense? Like maybe like if you made it like
So my thought process, and this is something that I had talked about on stream. I don't know if I ever mentioned it on the podcast, but my thought process was if a player gets a new card that is so. Put it this way, we've seen Eric Daze 38 times this year.
Yeah.
All right, so if there is an Eric Daze for the current event that's out, you can't get a previous version.
That's the only one.
But once the event's over, you can get any of them again.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say that maybe like this would be tough though. That would kind of make packs maybe too good or too bad. But like maybe if you made it like you can only pull the highest current overall of that card. You know what I mean? Like of that player. Sorry, I mean. Like say like 92 McDavid's the highest rated McDavid out. You can't pull like 90 McDavid, but you can pull 92 McDavid still or something. I don't know, because then that might kill that would kill the value of that card though, right? So it's hard. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I don't, but it's just you gotta. If they are hell bent on having every card available at all times.
And it's 100% the reason why they did that was because of obviously last year how all the cards were available and they saw how people loved opening packs and stuff. They probably thought like, oh, everyone's gonna keep opening packs, but the issue is the packs suck.
Yeah, like they did this and then they're like, here's your reward, a guaranteed 74 plus. It's like, all right.
I have a question, Thrash. Would you rather packs be ridiculously good and obviously the markets suck, or would the market be really good and the packs are kind of not great?
Y'all aren't gonna like my answer to that.
What are you gonna say?
I would rather cards be rare.
Okay, you would. Because you'd rather the excitement of pulling a card and being like, wow, this has a lot of value. This is rare to pull.
Yes, I would rather get an 88 that's worth 150K than a 94 that's worth 20K.
Yeah. No, for sure. But how do you fix that, right? Is the issue now, I think. Especially with all the cards being out in packs. You can almost, I feel
game
like.
crashed again.
So
think of it so we didn't have this issue because it was impossible to earn cards back in like NHL 14, NHL 15.
Yeah.
Now that you can earn cards and they give you an entire team for free every event, there's no reason to get these high overall cards.
No, there really isn't. So that's
right. Like you can get 2 MSPs an event for free if you do everything.
Yeah.
Or you could get a game breaker that's going to cost you 350,000 coins. What are you going to do?
No, exactly.
You're going to get the 2 free cards, and everyone's going to have the same team by getting the same free cards every event.
Yep.
And coins are going to be irrelevant, which is why the market drops.
It's funny, yeah, because remember how
it's just,
at the beginning of the year how everyone had so many coins. The market was so high.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Well,
And
that's because the packs are so bad, though.
I don't know. Like I don't know how you I would rather it be high the market, but how do you do that without making packs just putrid, right? I don't know.
I don't think you do.
The only reason why it was so good back then, the market, like we're talking 14, 15, was because of like puck farming and coin selling and stuff. Really?
Well, that and the fact that there was no events, like you couldn't make cards.
It's true. Yeah, you couldn't.
Exist.
Yeah, the only ways people spent money on packs. Yeah, it's true.
Yep.
There's no rewards.
You want a good team, then you're spending money, or you're saving up somehow. You're getting millions of coins somehow without spending money.
Yeah.
Right. So
what if maybe I don't know, maybe. Okay, it's gonna sound stupid. Maybe what I'm about to say. Maybe you shouldn't be able to make MSPs. And they're only in packs. But hear me out before you say that's stupid, right? What if they were in packs only, but you had comp seasons where they gave you event packs, tradable obviously, that you could pull the MSPs, right? Like chance packs, but not obviously really bad odds, but it would be fairly possible. And if you didn't pull them, you could buy them on the auction house.
Before you continue, do you realize what MSP stands for?
Master Set Player.
Correct.
So what if you made it just
you want sets to be removed? You want there to be no sets. You can't make the set cards.
What if you made it MPs, Master Players? That's it.
Bro, what are you on about?
That makes sense.
I don't think that's the way to go. I don't think people will be very happy with EA just removing the ability to make cards.
Just MPs though. You can make X Factors still and team builders. I want MSPs to have value. I want MSPs to be rare. I don't want everyone to be able to have everyone. That sounds bad. But I don't know. I don't know. I want that to be the old days.
I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
I do. I know what you're trying to say. But HUT from when it started, what was it? NHL 12?
Something 11 maybe.
11,
I don't know.
12, yeah. So HUT when it started is very different than what it is now. Hell,
yeah.
HUT from 3 years ago is very different than what it is
for
now.
sure.
Right?
From last year to now.
Yeah, it's just different. It has changed. It has evolved. Or devolved, depending on how you want to look at it.
Yep.
But no matter how you want to look at it, no matter how we want to talk about it, it's not going to be for everyone. And no matter what, one person's going to be very happy with one thing and another is going to be very unhappy if it's done that way. There is no in between. That's just reality right now.
That's like most things, though. I mean, in life. I mean,
yeah.
Not everyone's going to agree with everything, yeah.
It's not even about... Here's the thing. EA's got to do what's right for the game. And removing master players, Reek, I don't think is what would be good for the game.
But you're starting to catch on, though. You're calling them master players now, too.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
They shouldn't call them that. That actually just sounds more clean, though, right? Maybe they do call them that. I don't know.
I mean, they're not just available in sets. You can get them in packs.
That's what I'm saying, see? What do they call them now? Do we even know? Do they have a name anymore?
They're MSPs again. They removed MSP last year, and they brought back MSP this year.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
They
are MSPs again.
Yeah. There needs to be set for more overalls. Feel like 83, 84, 86, 87, 88, they have the same value. Yeah, exactly. Because EA's path made this way, you can't just skip every 2 overall and think it will work. I agree. I mean...
Yep.
It's a huge problem, yeah, because all those cards have the same value. Think about it. You pull an 88, it's essentially the same value as an 84, which is crazy.
I just don't get it.
That is so bad. I don't think it's ever been an issue, right? In any year, right, Loki?
Not. I don't know if it's been this bad. It has been an issue in the past, but not like this.
I never last year this time. 88 is not the same value as an 84, 85. There's no way.
No, because there were sets for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Every card had something to use. Yeah, that is.
I don't know why they would get rid of that. Hear me out. I would rather there just be the same way as it was last year to make MSPs, power-up cards. I don't know how you feel, but I would rather that than the current system of making MSPs.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. So we talked about this. Remember the 50 overall cards?
Yeah.
That you could get the upgrade card. So it feels like they wanted to remove the number of collectibles in the game and remove.
Yeah, to make it less confusing, right?
Right. Yeah. That's they wanted to use power up cards for X factors or for specifically for X factors and specifically for whatever.
Yeah.
For the icons, they had specific upgrades, and that's all they want in the game right now.
Yep.
I think you could just have like an MSP upgrade if you want to do it that way. Like a specific, like again, we used to have power up collectibles.
Yeah.
That was one collectible that you could use on any card. Kind of makes a lot of sense nowadays. Instead of having 5 million different event collectibles to upgrade different cards.
Yeah, and because here's my thing. I mean, I think it was better that way, especially because people could go at their own pace of making cards.
Yes.
Right? Like, if, for example, I don't have the full resources to make one of these, especially 93s from this event.
Right, in 3 weeks, you could still upgrade them all the way if you wanted to.
Right.
You get stuff. That's
what I'm saying.
Agree with that.
Right? Like, I shouldn't be, like, not able to get a card maxed out, or just not to get a card at all. I mean, forget about being maxed out. I mean, you can't get the card at all if you don't have the current, like, stuff you need, right? Obviously, yes, I get it. You get enough to make one through objectives and wild card, right? Whatever. That's cool. But you know what I mean, right? Like,
you shouldn't have to play it all. You should be able to get a lower tiered version of the card, use it for the objectives, upgrade it as you go.
Exactly.
I agree.
Because a lot of people used to do that. Like, they'd make, like, whatever they started at, like 88 overall, right? And they would just use those cards on their team. Like, they'd make a lot of them, and they would just upgrade them as they go. And I thought that was way better, personally. I mean,
you can appreciate them trying different things. It's just not working.
Again, it's good to see they're trying different things. Like, they have different ideas. I guess we'll see if what the data says. I mean, if it's going to be the same next year, who knows, right? I mean,
yeah, that's one way to look at it.
You guys,
I will say, shockingly, player count's actually kind of high for this time of the year.
Really?
On Saturday, there was almost 40K.
That's actually pretty good. Like,
I don't know how many of those people are on HUT. We've been through the data before.
Probably like 10, right? Like, if we're being honest.
Probably about 10K, yeah. Or 10 people. 10 people.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, in D1, yeah.
But the player count was actually a lot higher than I was expecting at this point. So I guess people are still somewhat enjoying the game, whether it's offline or World of Shell or whatever they're playing. At this point, I mean, it's April and people are still playing. So
yeah, you guys being EA creators, do you have a platform to share ideas? I mean, yeah, we definitely do share things with EA, but it doesn't really necessarily mean we're gonna
sharing versus. I don't know. Like, we could share all we want. Doesn't mean that they're even gonna bother looking. If I'm being honest, like, there's no way of knowing if they've ever looked at something that we've said and gone, "That's a good idea."
No, for sure, for sure. Yeah,
at least not recently.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, you want to talk
IRL hockey?
Yeah, probably. I would say, right.
Talk about the Detroit Red Wings somehow not being eliminated yet, even though they should have been eliminated by now.
Well, it's, as people have been saying, it's the battle of mid, right? All those teams.
How does this happen every year?
I know, it's the same thing as last year.
Yeah.
The West is, like, way better.
Detroit lost 10 of 13, I think.
And they're still legitimately 3 points out of a playoff spot.
And if they would have just won 2 more of the 7 or the 10 they lost, they'd be in a spot. Like, doesn't make any sense.
Insane. It really is. And that makes you probably want to rip your hair out.
As a Wings fan, absolutely.
Yeah, because it's like
I was at that awesome game. I was at that awesome game against Vegas at home.
Oh yeah, that was a nice win.
Great game, and then they couldn't build any momentum off that. They beat Boston the other night. Then they play St. Louis tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how that goes, considering St. Louis is the best team in the fucking NHL apparently. So
9 in a row they won. Yeah, Boston is just
what?
I can't believe how bad Boston actually is. I know they sold at the deadline, but yeah.
I mean, it's not only that they sold. They're missing McAvoy, they're missing Lindholm. They sold.
Swayman's been really bad too.
Swayman hasn't been great.
Yeah.
So he looks good some games. I will say that. It's not like.
But like they have bottom. I mean, Thrash, you're 26th in the league. Isn't that crazy to think about? Mm-hmm. Like they're one of the worst teams in the league, and it's not.
I'm very surprised that they didn't trade Geeky.
Maybe they'll keep him, right?
Considering the season that he's having.
Maybe they'll sign him.
I mean, yeah, but considering the season that he's having and that, you think they would have gotten quite a bit for him.
He's probably playing with like Pasta though, isn't he, or something?
Probably, but he has almost 30 goals.
That's pretty wild though, yeah. It's crazy to look at, though. If you look at the standings, Boston could fall all the way down to 29, like, easily. Like, they could easily have a top 5 pick. Isn't that crazy?
Here's the thing. If Detroit's going to do it, then fucking do it. If not, put Kosa in net. Send Edvinson to Grand Rapids. I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Just end the season. Just be bad and get a top pick. I don't care.
I mean, their schedule looks brutal.
It has for 3 months.
Yeah, I don't understand, but like their schedule is insane. Like, and there's so many road games.
They have had
too
the
in
worst
April.
schedule for forever. It is,
St. Louis, Carolina, Florida, Montreal.
Twice, I think, too, right?
Yeah, you have think about it. So you play obviously St. Louis. They're on a 9-game win streak. Carolina's obviously Carolina. They're good. Florida's, I mean, they're the champions. Montreal's playing really good as well. Florida,
not so much anymore, but they were.
They're playing all right. They're in a playoff spot.
I think like all 7 teams competing for that spot have lost 7 of their last 10. I think someone said.
No one's above 500. I think in their last 10, right? At least.
It's embarrassing.
Which is ridiculous.
Pittsburgh was at one point. I don't know if they are anymore.
They might be. They've still been winning. I feel.
But they can't make the playoffs anymore.
No, yeah, they're out. Like... Yeah, I mean, well, they're not officially, but you know what I mean. They're obviously not. Yeah, they're 6-3-1 their last 10. They have the best record in the last 10.
So like the as soon as they are officially out, it's like all right, let's start winning.
Yep. Yeah, I mean they're done. They only have 75 games played, 71 points. It's not happening.
Yeah, they're done. That wild card's not gonna be 85 points. And
no, and they're not winning out anyway. I mean that's not happening, regardless. But yeah, I mean it's gonna be really interesting to see. I mean the Red Wings do have a brutal schedule, but maybe like who cares, right? Maybe it'll just shock the world.
I want to point out I have not changed my stance at any point. I do not think they're gonna make it.
If I was a betting man, I would say they're not making it, but...
No, want them to. I would love to see some playoff hockey at the LCA. It's not going to happen.
It's got to be next year, though. And at this point, it's getting to a point.
I think this is the final offseason. I think this is, like, next year is, like, they're in.
You have to be in the playoffs, there's no excuse. Because, I mean, this is 2 years in a row where you guys literally had epic collapses in March, right? Like...
Yep. Well, here's the thing, too. We had the epic collapse in March, but we had the epic come up in February.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Which is funny. Like, it's just so back and forth. Because you guys were, like, dead in the waters in, like, January, right, this year?
When we made that coaching change, we were done.
Yeah.
And then McClellan comes in, and, oh, wow, no, Detroit's actually well above in a playoff spot. And then never mind. And,
it's just crazy. I don't... Like, what do you think that is? Like, what is it? Like, how are they so inconsistent?
Well... The lack of Andrew Kopp has done it.
Well, it's funny to say,
Andrew Kopp
but
getting injured, and
he actually was important.
That tanked the season. No, I mean I feel like that has something to do with it. But you got to think like there was a time where like we're looking at Cam Talbot and going, "Holy fuck, Cam Talbot's just playing out of his mind."
He's been brutal, right? He's been brutal.
Not like he hasn't been like the worst I've ever seen. But he's definitely not been stealing games.
How's Mrazek been?
He hasn't been playing. He got hurt. He got kicked in the head.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I thought he was playing. I guess.
Yeah, not. He got hurt.
Who's the other goalie?
Lyon had to play like 4 games in a row or something. Talbot was hurt too. So.
Okay, I mean, I guess that's why you have a million goalies, right?
Exactly. Yeah, everyone's on Eisman about getting another goalie, and then it turned out they needed. They needed
plenty. It looks like, right? It's I mean, it's. Who do you think? Who do you think gets the last wild card spot? Because again, Ottawa, they're in.
The Rangers. I've been saying it. It's gonna be the Rangers, man.
Please, no.
It's gonna be the Rangers.
This is what I need, okay? This is what I need to happen, okay? I need Devils win tonight. I need Rangers lost Wednesday. Devils play the Rangers Saturday. I need Devils beat Rangers on Saturday, and that's like a crippling loss to them. That's what I need. I need us to be able to like cripple their season. That would be amazing. I'm a sick person.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, well, I mean, I need this after last year. They won the President's Trophy and we missed the playoffs. So, I mean, I need something for, And we got swept by them last year, 4-0 in the regular season, so.
Well, so the Jersey's probably going to lose, 6-1 tonight against Minnesota.
I mean, I hope not, but. I mean, we're looking good, though, obviously.
I mean, you're in. You don't got to worry about it. You're in. All the other teams fell apart. You're fine.
Yeah, I mean, 99% chance, literally, on most websites. So, I mean, it's just a matter of. Just want to play well, obviously, down the stretch, right? And they should be able to. I mean, their schedule's not crazy hard, so.
And then St. Louis ran away with it in the West there.
Yeah, I think someone tweeted yesterday, the West is pretty much set. the Canucks, they're not they're not making it. They're just not. I'm sorry. Like, I know they have games at hand and all that, but it's not.
This is really interesting. The Wing Wheel podcast, shout out to them. They're great people. They just tweeted out, or about an hour ago, they tweeted out, what would you rather do if you were a Wings fan? Go 6-2-1 to end the season and finish with a wild card spot.
Yep.
Or potentially just barely miss and get pick 15. Or go on a 2-6-1 skid to end the season, no chance at the playoffs, but you end up picking between 7th and 10th.
I think you'd rather go 2-6-1.
What would you rather if you're a Wings fan?
I think you'd rather go 2-6-1 because I'm gonna be honest. Even with that record you just said, I don't think they make it.
That's the problem. Like,
87 points getting you in. I don't know if 87 is getting you in. I think it's gonna be at least like.
That's
90.
what I mean. So like you're just barely gonna miss the playoffs again. Like you don't want that.
That's
to
what
happen.
I'm saying. I think it'll be at least 89 or 90.
It'll be another year of pain for Detroit. But I think next year. I mean, if it's not next year, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, like you said, the offseason, right? He's got to cook, Steve. I mean,
this is the offseason. Yeah, this is the offseason where, like,
it's make it or break it. Yeah.
As a hardcore Wings fan, Steve Eisenman, my favorite player of all time. I feel like I've been pretty patient. I think this is the offseason where he's got to make his move.
Absolutely.
Right. We have Raymond Insider already locked up. Edmonton's playing out of his mind. Marco Kasper looks like the real deal. You have more young players that are going to be coming up. Right, you have the cap space. This is the time.
He's looked real good, Kasper, from what I've seen. Honestly,
Kasper has looked unbelievable.
Yeah, no, you know what game? I was watching the Wings game against the Sens. That was a heartbreaker because they almost came back.
Yeah, it was. Yep, I know. Dude, you don't gotta tell me, man. I know.
Yeah.
And you know what happened the last time they played the Sens right before that?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they tied it, but they didn't.
They tied it, but they didn't tie it because there was like 0.2 of a second off the clock already.
Dude. I don't know how they didn't tie that game. Not that one, the 4-3 one.
Yeah.
Like they were so many good chances. I thought they were gonna go in for sure. Ottawa was so nervous, you could tell. They were like throwing the puck away every 2 seconds.
Linus Ullmark is a god against the Red Wings.
It seems like it, yeah. Like he's very inconsistent against everybody else, right? Like, but he's always a killer. It seems like.
It is what it is. That being said, you can clip this or keep the whatever people like to do. If this offseason Eisenman doesn't do something big, I am concerned.
Are you almost done with them?
He's not going anywhere. I've already talked about this. Like I could be done with him all I want. He's not going to go anywhere.
But like you don't have much confidence if he doesn't make like aggressive moves. Would you say this year?
It doesn't have to be aggressive. Like you look at the free agent class, and there's some really good names.
Yeah, there is.
Right? Whether it's offense or defense, there's good names. He's got to get some of them.
But again, is that how you build your team though? Through free agency? I don't know. I don't agree with that. I just don't.
Okay, so what is he doing then?
Trading for players.
Who is he trading for though? Right?
No, someone that's available, obviously.
So he could hypothetical. I'm not saying this is going to happen. Just purely hypothetical because 2 names that I saw. If Steve Eisenman goes out there and he has the opportunity to get Mitch Marner and Neil Pionk on free agency, and he doesn't do it, and then he trades for someone instead, giving up assets for players who are not going to be as good. Okay. That's a good thing.
Hear me out. Now,
not saying it's going to happen. Just saying.
No, but here's what I would say. Okay, if you're going to spend in free agency, they have to at least be like younger. You know what I mean? They can't be. If you're signing guys that are like 33, 34, you're not going anywhere. Is what I'm trying to say. Like if you're signing Tavares, like what is that doing for you? You know what I mean? Like that's stupid. I feel like.
Same thing that. You know what? Here's the thing. A lot of people don't quite get the Patrick Kane situation. I get it perfectly, and it makes perfect sense. Patrick Kane is not there to help them win the Stanley Cup. Patrick Kane is not there to help them make the playoffs this year. That's not his job. That's not why he's there. He is simply on Detroit to help players like Lucas Raymond, Marco Kasper, and whatnot get better. And he's doing exactly what we need him to do. Right?
Do you think he's saying...
If he wasn't playing with Patrick Kane and Lucas Raymond, would Raymond and Kasper be as good as they have been? No.
Right. Do you think he's going to stay Kane or no?
There are rumors that he just wants to stay in the area. He's just happy in Detroit, doesn't care too
much. I feel like it seems like he's kind of just okay, like at this point, right? Just playing there.
Like he wants to win. Obviously, you don't want to lose.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like they're brutal, the Red Wings, right? It's not like they lose every game.
Yeah.
I mean,
but again, this could change. Anything could change. It could just be fake. Nobody knows. But what I saw online is that he's just happy being in the area. He likes like the area itself. He played a lot of hockey when he was young there and whatnot. He just likes the area.
So. Yeah. So I mean, I can respect that. What are your thoughts on ASP Thrash? Someone said.
Love ASP. Very excited for him. Saw a lot of comparisons to like a young Erik Karlsson and whatnot, which like if that's obviously, you know, best case scenario is that he hits and becomes a young Erik Karlsson, right? Like that's
Yeah, you'd be dancing at that point.
you'd be thrilled. No guarantees he ever gets there, but if he can even be, that big power play presence and take some time off Seider's night, maybe let Seider play more defensive game, which like he is a defensive, he's a very good shutdown guy, but when you play 38 minutes a night.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tougher on you. It just
you take him off the PP, give him a little bit more rest. I think that's probably a good thing.
Yeah, you can't overplay these guys. I mean, it's going to catch up to them, even if they're young. I mean, that's just how it is.
Simon Edmondson's been playing PP too, and oh God, is he going to be good?
Yeah, he's looked good from what I've seen. Like when I watch the games, he really has.
That's the thing. So like when we sit there and we talk about like, is Eisman running out of time, and you look at all of his draft picks, and they're all like all his top picks are all hitting really well and looking really good. It's like maybe you just wait and see how it develops with the players that he's drafting.
I just feel like you guys need like one more guy. You know what I mean? Like one more like star.
I agree.
That's the thing. Like who is that going to be? Where are you going to get him? Right? That's the issue.
And hypothetical, again, I'm not saying this is what's going to happen. I'm just saying hypothetically this happens. Sebastian Cossa is that next goalie.
Okay.
And the Red Wings now have a young goalie that is going to be on the team for the next 15 years. That is going to, like hypothetically, he's the next Vasilevsky. Hypothetical, I'm not saying it's going to happen. But if Detroit has the team that they have now, exactly how it is, but you have an elite goalie, does Detroit suddenly, top 3 in the Atlantic?
I mean, top 3.
They're definitely a wild card team.
Yeah.
If you have an elite goalie.
If you have an elite goalie,
yeah, you're good. Okay, so then you add Axel Sandin Pellikka to that. Let's say hypothetically he does end up being that Erik Karlsson light, where he's going to put up 60 to 70 points a year on the back end. Okay, well now the team's looking. Now where are they sitting, right?
Yeah, I mean you're right though. That's all it takes really. Just a couple more.
MBN, who his shot is just holy shit.
Yep.
What if he ends up hitting?
Yep.
Again, a lot of what ifs. But
that's with any team though, with a lot of like young players. Really, I mean, no one really knows until it happens, right? Blues are the team to beat. Period. 2019 all over again. All right, now we're getting crazy.
You know what? I was like, here's the thing. So the rumor was Eisman was going to get Brendan Carlo, and he went to Toronto. And the rumor was he was going to get Jordan Binnington. He didn't. But like, if Detroit makes those moves, they get Carlo and Binnington. Suddenly they're a playoff team. I don't care.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, Binnington's been unreal. He's been so good.
Like, if Detroit if they actually did that, like that was the plan or the rumor or whatever you want to say. But if he actually does do that, and that was what he was doing, and that comes to fruition, they are a playoff team. So, like, it is frustrating. Yes, like, I'm not happy, but...
Yeah, no, I get it.
At the same time, apparently, like, Toronto wanted someone like MBN for Brendan Carlo, and I don't know if that's,
I mean, like I said, the asks were ridiculous at the deadline for a lot of players. Like,
they were, and that's what Eisman said. Eisman said he's not willing to pay those ridiculous prices, which,
it looks like it's smart. Because, realistically, because what if you guys miss the playoffs and you pay ridiculous ask?
Oh, then everyone would have been on his case anyways.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's a hard situation, right? Ryan
Carlo is obviously an improvement on fucking Justin Hull.
It doesn't take much, though, right?
Obviously, but is it worth giving up someone who could potentially be on your top line in the future?
Yeah, exactly.
When you already have Seider and ASP and Edmondson and Johansson.
Yeah.
Who are going to be there next year, right?
Exactly. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Do you think? So like, who do you think's gonna win the division now in the Atlantic? Like, I don't know. Toronto's. They have the lead right now.
Toronto.
So you think
Toronto's gonna get it?
And we're getting Toronto, Ottawa. Yeah.
They're gonna get Toronto, Ottawa, and Brady Tkachuk's gonna shove Toronto into a locker, and that's gonna be that for Toronto. Goodbye, Mitch Marner.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think if they play each other, I think Ottawa's gonna win. I really do.
Linus Ullmark could literally steal them.
He's better than Wall and Solars. I'm sorry, he is.
You could have my issue with Ottawa is their defense.
It's better though this year. It is.
Oh, there's like Sanderson's great. He's very good. But other than that, like Shabbat, he's good.
Zuba's good.
It's the right side that scares me.
Zuba's pretty good though. Zuba's good. Hamonic sucks, obviously.
Yeah,
but
it that's what it is. So it's the right right side is what scares me on defense, and that's
fair.
Shabbat's good. He's a good defenseman. I don't know if he's like elite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
Sanderson is
no.
unreal though.
Sanderson's very good. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Ottawa's only a +2 goal differential. It's kind of interesting considering they're 11 games over 500. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's why. Here's another thing that I thought was crazy, considering how bad we've been saying Detroit has been,
Yeah.
and they have been. They have less goals allowed this year than last year. At this point, like how?
At this
you
point,
have been
yeah.
this bad. How do you have like your defense is so bad?
That makes no sense.
And your goaltending has been apparently so bad, but you've allowed less goals than last year.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. So they're just not scoring as much, or like, what's the issue?
No, I mean last year they were scoring like 9 goals a game for a while. Like, that was crazy.
How about Buffalo here? They come a little bit.
Uh-huh.
They're getting up there. They're only 9 points out.
How many games they got left?
9.
You know, Reek, I tell you what. If every other team continues playing the way that they have been playing and Buffalo wins out, they could probably make it.
They'd finish with 86 points. You never know.
Detroit's going to make it with 87, right? That's what we're saying. So
exactly.
It's possible.
Yep. Sorry, late to the game. Have you guys gotten any confirmation the team of the season is next week? It would be this week if anything.
No confirmation.
But yeah, we have no confirmation.
Zero confirmation. All speculation.
Yep. Tactics is here, and he says, "Where's my HUT talk?"
So the problem is our HUT talk is exactly where, like the HUT talk that you're looking for is exactly where your HUT gameplay and pack openings have been on your channel, completely non-existent, considering you don't play the fucking mode anymore.
Tactics, you're gonna just take that? I'm confused.
You'll take it like a good boy. It's fine.
Where is my okay? Who do you think finishes last in the NHL? Chicago or San Jose? They're like right next to each other.
I'm gonna go San Jose.
Yeah, Chicago.
San Jose is a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah,
with the young players in that, but like they're just not good.
They have some games where, like last time they lost 8-1. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
Even they got.
I think.
Yeah, it's franchise greater than HUT, says Tactics.
True.
It is
At least
true.
it gets attention.
Yeah.
Gets updates and new shit added every year.
Yep. Oh, we didn't talk about this. Tortorella. What do you think about him getting fired? That was like kind of shocking.
Did he get fired? Man, I've seen so many conflicting reports. Now it's that he got fired, but at first it was that he stepped down. I don't know.
No, he definitely got fired, I would say. Right?
I agree. Like, I definitely think he got fired, but why was everyone saying he stepped down at first? Like,
yeah,
what,
I don't
what was
know.
That about?
That I didn't understand. Yeah, what people were saying that. But I think he definitely got fired. I think it's crazy you're firing a coach with like under 10 games left in the year. I mean, that's kind of crazy.
I mean, those I had to be those comments. It had to be.
It was pretty brutal to say what he said.
He wasn't interested in
learning how to coach. Yeah, it's kind of like weird. Yeah. I don't know. Like, what do you kind of expect, right? And it's a young team, obviously, right? So, you don't want to coach it basically doesn't care anymore.
Exactly.
Is what he sounds like. Yeah. So.
Yep. It's okay. He'll be the next head coach of fucking Seattle or something. And
yeah, no, or Buffalo. Imagine.
Please be Buffalo.
Or like Chicago. Oh my God, imagine.
I say this all the time. I feel so bad for Buffalo. Like Buffalo fans.
It's insane because like they're not even close ever, basically. That's the thing too. Like they don't even get their hearts. I think their team's pretty good.
You have all these first overall picks. You have all these top players. Just can't put.
They're legit like the Oilers, like before McDavid. You know what I mean? Where they got all these top picks and they never made it. Like they're just actually worse though. I think.
Yep. It's crazy.
Because then they're gonna get another top 5 pick this year, more than likely. Which is insane. Like literally, how many top 5 picks do they need?
This is the last one that they need, man. I'm telling you, this is it.
They honestly, I think at this point they just need like a generational talent to try to break it.
Someone like Connor McDavid would have been great in there.
Yeah, they need to get McKenna. Just maybe one more year of sucking. Just you gotta get McKenna, I think.
Oh, I feel so bad though. They have talent. No, they have talent. They have talent.
They do.
They can't put it together.
Like they definitely have talent. Like there's games where they look like an unbelievable team. For sure. I mean, I cannot understand the Cousins trade. Not saying Cousins is unreal, but Norris is very injury prone.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that was to me whatever.
My light shut off. I just shut my PlayStation off. That's my bad.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I mean, they'd probably be a playoff team with Eichel and Reinhart. Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Maybe. Yeah, you're not wrong.
I think if you had Eichel with Thompson, Dahlin, Power, what the fuck? Like they had. Well, wait. Okay. Because in theory, right? They played together, right? Eichel and Power, right? They did.
Shut off! I know you're gonna do it. Just shut up. Thank you. There.
What a ridiculous team.
I know
they have.
I know my setup. I know my setup. Okay.
Yeah, you know how to work yours. I mean, I don't know how to work mine, clearly. Is
Well,
that
that's
Drew
not my
Miller on your wall over there behind you? That picture it says Miller. That Drew Miller?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Drew Miller.
You have a Drew Miller picture.
I met him. He's a nice guy.
Oh, okay. Did he have his hair dyed or no?
No, actually, Tactics was there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were there together. But no, they did a thing with, so it's him and Kurt Maltby in the back there. We got to like meet them. Like they did a signing at a Red Wings draft party. So I'm not just gonna take them and be like, yeah, and I'll do nothing with these. Why would I get them? I figure I might as well put them on the wall.
You like that combo? I was gonna say I like your Funko Pop too. Is that Kingdom Hearts, right?
That's Kingdom Hearts. There's a Dragon Ball Z one there. I gotta go through my wall because like here on the wall here.
Yeah. Oh, I like that too. Yeah.
So my Keyblade.
Yeah.
And then those are Yu-Gi-Oh figures.
Okay.
So I'm trying to collect them all. I need 3 more. There's only 3 more that exist. Now my camera's all fucked up.
Funko Pops, like you mean of them?
No, of the Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, there's actually just like regular figures of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. Now my camera's all fucked up. Look what you made me do.
See? It always happens in the end.
Hey, look, I fixed it.
See?
That was easy.
It looks like I'm watching a YouTube video now.
Okay, yeah, I'll just do a little room tour.
Yeah, let's do it.
See, what you can't see is my music wall over
Is that
here.
Michael Jackson behind you?
The fuck you see Michael Jackson?
On the lamp. Am I crazy? Or what is that? Who is that? Is that Prince?
That?
Bambi. Like next to the Twitch like check mark.
Yeah, the lamp.
No,
That's
below.
The Walking Dead.
Below.
Oh, Doctor Who.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like Michael Jackson dancing or something. I couldn't tell.
No, it's Matt Smith and Karen Gillan.
Yeah.
Doctor Who. Big Doctor Who fan.
Nice,
I'm a nerd. What do you want from me?
What was
Bro,
like your last
Fallout guns that light up and shoot behind me over here?
Okay,
like
that's actually sick. What was like your last Red Wings jersey you got? Like a current player. Of like a current player.
I don't have any current players right now.
You don't have like a Larkin jersey, you're telling me.
Nope.
You need to step up. Are you kidding me? Who would you get? Who would you get on the current team right now if you were to get a jersey?
I was seconds away from buying a Lucas Raymond winner or seeding series one.
When you were there?
Yeah.
Why didn't you do it?
And better off saving the money.
But he's gonna be on the team for like forever, probably.
Yep, and I don't need the jersey. It's not that important, you know.
Yeah, but Thrash, you can't bring the money with you. You know that's what they say.
Can I bring the jersey?
Yeah, you could be in the casket with the jersey.
I can be in the casket with the money.
No, because someone's gonna take that money. It'll be left in the will.
There's not gonna be a will, man. I'm gonna get like run over by a truck one day.
What do you mean?
I'm sitting in my room.
But you can have. Oh my god! I just pictured a car like driving through the wall just now.
Yeah, man, it's gonna happen. Final Destination style, like you know.
It's coming out. I'm pretty sure. Final Destination, a new movie. You gonna watch?
Let me see. Yeah, I will definitely watch it. I have Gustav Nyquist, Bill Ranford signed Boston Bruins jersey. That's
pretty funny.
I have a signed Anthony Mantha, signed Keith Primo, signed Paul Coffey, signed Spitfires one. I think Gabe Velarde is on it. I don't remember.
That's a good one.
Pavel Datsyuk. I have my custom one. Dominic Hasek with the Stanley Cup patch from 2002
sick.
Or 2008. One of them.
It's like 02.
I have like 40 more in my closet. I don't know.
Yeah,
I have a Bobby Orr one that you also have.
Yep, I do have that one. It's a Fanatics jersey too. I wouldn't buy that shit. Yeah, I mean, I guess the quality of the jerseys are pretty awful. It's true.
But like, so I have all these jerseys. Do I really need a new one?
But like for your background.
Where am I putting it for one?
I don't know. Take your Thrash one off. Yep.
No, I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Why not?
That one? You want me to get rid of?
No.
The one that was custom made for me.
No, the road jersey.
My mod.
The road jersey. The Thrash 94 one.
Oh, the Red Wings.
Yeah.
No, I mean, my brother-in-law got me that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't get it myself. My brother-in-law.
I thought like maybe if you I thought you like went to the Red Wings arena for like something and they gave you that. I thought maybe.
No, but I did get the shirt from the Spitfires.
Is there a player in the back?
Oh,
Thrash. Yeah, I see it.
You can see it, but yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely see it. I thought you were gonna start like like emoting or something for a second. I know what was gonna happen there.
Oh, you wanted me to twerk for you?
I wouldn't have been opposed.
Thank you for listening to this episode
Wait.
of Hockey Ultimate. What?
Anyone in the chat have any questions before we go? No, relax.
Well, I gotta end this before I start twerking. I can't put it in the podcast.
I know. Thrash is so hot. Anyone in the chat, any questions about hockey, real life, or we need like 5 to 10 minutes of questions and stuff. Now he's putting the hat on.
Sure, why
crazy.
not? Sure.
Anything. You guys can ask Thrash about anything. About his his shower routine. Obviously his
does
hair
every
routine.
podcast have to do with my showers?
What are you talking about? That doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Can you buy me a PS5? Can you buy me a PS5, Thrash?
No, because he's just gonna complain that I quit out on him every time we match up, and then think that I have some magic way of cheating against him.
Oh wow. We all know Montreal's making the playoffs, right? I don't know. Do we?
No, they're gonna miss.
They have a pretty. Well, their schedule's not that hard though. But they lost to the Flyers the other night, so anything's possible, right?
They're gonna miss. It's gonna be the Rangers. Yeah.
They play Florida again. There's no way they beat Florida 2 games in a row, right?
Probably not. But if they can do it, Detroit can do it, right?
I mean, they played. I mean, Thrash. Think about it. They play Florida, Boston, Flyers, Predators, and then Detroit. Funny enough, and they also play Chicago still. I mean, they play some bad teams.
Maybe they got it then. Yeah, maybe they got it.
Pepsi or Coke? What would you go
Pepsi or
with?
Coke, Reek?
All right, it's a tough one. I like both, to be honest. But if I gotta say,
like both, too,
probably Pepsi. I'm gonna be honest. Probably Pepsi.
Yeah. So, here's the hot take. For regular pop, if I'm getting it in fountain, Coke.
Okay, that's fair.
Coke all day. If I'm getting a bottle, Pepsi. If I'm getting a can, Coke.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like Coke cans are better for sure than Pepsi. It is not called pop.
It is
soda.
absolutely called pop. Yes.
It's soda.
It is pop. It's pop.
No. Like pop, like the music genre, or what?
No.
If Montreal makes the playoffs, are we seeing a 2021 rerun? All right, let's relax. All right, if they make the playoffs,
No, absolutely we are. They're gonna lose again in the finals. Yes.
To Tampa.
That was so stupid.
Yeah, when you really think back about that, how stupid that actually was, right? But I mean, whatever. Canned Pepsi is
Pepsi's
ass.
ass. Yeah, I don't like canned Pepsi at all.
I haven't had the canned Pepsi probably in years. I can't remember the last time I did.
That's because when you have the option, you grab a Coke.
True. Those are all make the playoffs.
Root beer all the way. Okay, root beer flavor. Let's get into this. What's the best root beer flavor? And if you get this wrong, I'm never doing the podcast with you again. So
I think you're never gonna do it again with me anyway, because I never had root beer. So there you go.
What do you mean?
I've had many sodas, but I never had that in my life. To be honest. I had Sprite, orange soda, Coke, Pepsi. I never had that.
Go out and get yourself a Barks root beer.
You think it's good?
Barks root beer is like 10 times better than any other root beer flavor.
So I should try it.
Yes.
Okay. What's y'all's favorite movie?
Right.
What's your favorite movie, Thrash, if you have one?
So my favorite movie of all time is Scream.
Yeah.
From
I can tell,
back
right?
when
Behind you.
Yeah, Ghostface, yeah.
Yeah.
I wear shirts all the time. Like it is literally my favorite. Like
It is good.
other than that, like Dawn of the Dead from like the 2004 remake, I love. I grew up on a lot of horror movies and that. If you can, so.
Yeah, mine. I mean, I like a lot of movies. I mean, maybe Interstellar is pretty unreal for me. I'm a big fan of that.
Never saw it.
You really got it. It's truly very good. I mean, it's a long movie though, so I don't know if you like long movies, but
other than that, like favorite TV show, Reek.
TV show again, so many. I mean,
My dude's gonna go Breaking Bad because he's the most basic white person on the fucking planet.
oh, and now he's racist.
Say Breaking Bad. Tell me I'm wrong.
No. I mean, I like Breaking Bad, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite of all time. I mean, it's
Okay.
That's like the if you just have to say something. I mean, I would say I really do like Stranger Things. I do.
We just rewatched it because the new season's coming out,
Yeah.
right? So we just got done rewatching.
When does it
It's
come out?
fucking
Do
good.
you remember?
I believe it's in October.
Oh my God, it's that long still. Jesus, I thought it was like June or something. I didn't realize.
Last of Us is in a couple weeks.
Oh, it is really.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And then so we kind of have like a setup here. So we have The Last of Us coming out. The new Game of Thrones series comes out this summer, and then Stranger Things after that.
Oh, wow, so it's, there you go, good year.
Any Park enjoyers, that is my favorite TV show of all time.
Yeah, I like South Park. I mean, I don't really watch like too many like cartoons anymore, but I mean, I like it.
South Park is what I grew up on, and that's probably why I'm so fucked up.
No, I mean, I watched it a lot.
I first watching it when I was like 6.
Yeah, I was probably like 8 or 9, which is not good in reality.
I've told this story before, but my grandma put on a cartoon on TV and just saw a cartoon and said, "Fuck it, here you go, cartoon."
Meanwhile, probably the most vulgar one, right? You could watch almost.
I don't remember what episode it was. It was. I just remember going, "Oh, that was fun. Let me watch more of that." When she realized what they were saying, like she panicked. And I was like, I gotta watch more of that now. Like,
I mean, yeah, at that point. You see, even Tactics got you. He said, "Not seeing Interstellar is worse than never trying root beer." Yep, I agree with him.
All right, fun fact: I couldn't even tell you who's in Interstellar. I have no idea what it's about. Nothing.
I mean, I don't really know actors by names. I'll be honest, but I mean that's fine. But like, I mean, you gotta watch the movie. I'm sorry.
Doug, aren't you the one that's never had chocolate milk?
No, I tried it. I tried Yoo-hoo.
That's not chocolate milk, though.
It's close.
That's a chocolate drink. That's not the same thing.
Anyway, Thrash, are you a little spoon of big spoon guy? What the hell does that even mean? What does that mean? What's he talking about? Little spoon, big spoon. What does that mean?
When you're cuddling.
Oh.
Are you a big spoon or a little spoon?
I don't know. What are you?
I like to be embraced.
Okay.
When me and Tony are in bed, so.
Who? Who?
Tony, yeah, guy I met in prison.
Oh, okay. I see.
Forget where that's from.
What's your favorite?
I don't really...
Yeah. What's your favorite Cartman moment? Someone asked. Do you have one you can think of?
I mean, the first one that comes to mind is the one that's going to come to everyone's mind, and that's when he chopped the kid's parents up and turned them into chili and then made them eat it.
Yeah, that is classic. That is definitely a classic.
Right, like that's like the but.
He has many. I like when he owned the theme park, right? Or is that not what happened?
That was a good episode.
Yeah, he did, right?
Oh, it's gotta be Faith Plus One. It's gotta be his Christian rock album.
Oh my god,
that's a great episode.
There were so many good ones actually. I haven't watched it in years. What's it on? Like, what streaming service is South Park on?
So I don't know what it would be in the States, but in Canada, it'd be on Paramount in the States.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's on Paramount Plus. Yeah, it's on. That's in both. So the problem is like we also have Crave here. And Crave is how we watch HBO.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
But like over there, HBO has their own thing. I'm assuming.
Yeah, it does.
And like you guys get ESPN through Disney, but we don't get that. So like,
well, you have to pay. It's still separate subscriptions. I'm pretty sure though. Like ESPN Plus and like Disney Plus, I'm pretty sure aren't together.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying is like we don't have ESPN at all. It doesn't exist.
Oh yeah, it's TSN obviously. Yeah.
Well, TSN is nothing over here. It's all
about
Sportsnet, baby.
Oh, you like
watch hockey?
Better?
You watch Sportsnet.
You think it's better?
You can't watch hockey on TSN.
They have like Senators games and Canadians and Leafs. They have all the games there. What are you talking about?
Okay, well, I watch all of them on Sportsnet. I didn't know that was on TSN too. Why would it be on both?
Well, it's not on both, but I feel like aren't they mainly on like those teams are mainly on TSN? No, like I know Oilers are always on
every
Sportsnet.
Leafs game on Sportsnet.
Oilers, Canucks, Flames are all Sportsnet. I know that, but I felt like mainly like the East teams were like TSN. Maybe I'm wrong though, but I don't know.
Taylor Hall or Tyler Seguin? Taylor Hall, I'm a Spitfires fan.
You gotta be, yeah. Come on.
I got his autograph. Like,
all still playing. I mean, Sagan's like hurt all the time now.
True, yeah.
Maybe he'll come back.
But no, seriously. I can watch any game I want on Sportsnet, so I don't know.
Huh. Comedy Central. Yeah, that's what it's mainly on, but I don't think you can like stream Comedy Central, right?
We don't have Comedy. Oh, maybe we have Comedy Central, but like
you probably do. Yeah.
I haven't had cable in 15 years, so I couldn't tell you. Like my parents didn't have cable when I was still living there. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, no. Who the fuck needs cable?
Me.
You only have cable so you can watch hockey.
Literally, yeah. I don't watch TV regularly, but obviously like my parents do. Well, my parents do, but my dad's watching the news every day.
Charmander or Bulbasaur? You better get this one right, Reek.
It's gonna be simply Charmander.
That's correct.
Yes. Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah. Unfortunate for Bulbasaur because nobody ever picked Bulbasaur. But
oh yeah, it's either Squirtle or Charmander, but I'd still go Charmander for sure.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but like you see the meme where like Charizard's going hard with his flames and Blastoise is using Hydro Pump and Venusaur is watching menacingly.
Yeah, like come on. He looks stupid. Let's be real. What's he cursing for? What's going on? Language.
Oh,
iPhone or Android?
Panarin's out for the rest of the year.
Okay, shut up.
He's a Rangers fan, right?
He's a Rangers fan. I doubt that's the case, but.
Here,
iPhone definitely to me.
Honestly, I've had both. I didn't like my iPhone, so I had iPhone for probably 4 or 5 years, and once I switched, I'll never go back.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I've just always used iPhone. I really use Android. Like, I'm just so used to it.
Yeah, I grew up on fucking Nokia. First, I had a Nokia before anything, but this is before your time, so
yeah.
But I had a Nokia. Then from Nokia, I went to Samsung. Then from Samsung, I went to Sony. I had the Sony gaming phone. I forget.
Okay, that's
Sony,
funny.
And then I went to iPhone. I was on iPhone for a few years, all through high school and that. And then I met Becca, got another iPhone, and then after that, I went to Google, and I've been Pixel since then.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's
chips
fair.
Or popcorn, chips. Depending on the chips.
Yeah, it does depend. Depending on the chips. But I'd say probably chips. Yeah, I mean, I feel there's more good chips than good popcorn, right? So, obviously.
Yeah. Same thing applies to the meta? No, I don't think so. I mean, they're still probably the best thing to do because you might get lucky, but they're not as good as they used to be, in my opinion.
It's seeming like they're kind of nerfed, yeah.
Speaking of which, guys, you can catch one of my brand new YouTube videos dropping in about 18 seconds over on Thrash Hockey on YouTube, and I'm going to be exploring those packs. That's right, I opened up an absolute ton of them, and we're going to see if they are nerfed. Spoiler alert, I think they're nerfed.
And on that note, I think we can wrap it up probably here, right?
Guys, thank you so much.
What happened?
Fuck? Oh, I just gotta. It's finally about time. It's here. My text thing for Google is here.
You never got it. You're telling me you just got it now?
Yes.
There's no way. Isn't it like at least in America, they can't send it any later than January 31st. I'm pretty sure. You're telling me you just got it now?
I quite literally. I was looking for it this weekend, didn't have it, so I just got it.
That's insane, actually. Wow. Yeah, I've been done.
So I can do my taxes. Hooray!
Yeah, I did my taxes literally in February. I think I've been done.
You gotta get them done early.
Yeah, just to get out of the way. Which decade of hockey was the best? I mean, for me, obviously, I'm gonna say like the 2000s, like you know what I mean, early 2000s and 2010s, obviously. That's just what I grew up on.
What we were alive for.
Yeah, exactly. Right, like we grew up on like Crosby, Ovi. Well, I mean, you were a little bit. You saw their players.
I grew up on Yzerman, Hull, Zetterberg, Datsuk.
Like you're also gonna pick those players over, you know, respectfully Larkin and like the Brinkat and stuff.
I love ADB. Bro, I'm just saying we could have ADB, MBN, and ASP next year on the team.
That would be crazy. I mean, it should happen.
Long names for the win.
Yep.
Oh, and also, before we get out of here, just want to give a big shout out to Sum 41, one of my favorite bands growing up, playing their final show ever last night at the Juno Awards.
Did you go? No, right?
Yes, I was at the Juno Awards last night.
I don't know where that.
Back home for this fucking podcast. Yes,
I don't know where that is. Maybe he's in Canada for all I know. I don't know.
You know who Zach Bell is? Met Zach Bell.
Yeah, he's.
He doesn't know who I am, but I met him.
He had a hot
but he wouldn't remember me. I'm nobody. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us during Hockey Ultimate Talk. We'll be back next Monday talking about the new event. Likely going to be team of the season. Maybe not. Who knows? And we will have much, much more doom and gloom about the Detroit Red Wings. Don't you worry.